All right, good morning, everyone. I'm Steve Elmer with Up and Moving. It's great to have you with us this morning. Happy Saturday. A little rainy here in the Upper Peninsula, so we'll work to get you up and moving, get about a 30-minute workout in this morning. It's our Saturday surprise workout. A couple of things that you'll need here. So go ahead and grab the broom. We might not be cleaning. We might be doing some canoeing, stand-up paddleboarding. So see if you can grab a broom. A softer surface. If you're on carpet, that will work. If not, as I am here, see if you have a yoga mat, or if you don't have one of those, you can use a blanket or a towel, just a little item to make it a little softer. And grab a water bottle. That's all you'll need today. I'll give you a few seconds to grab what you need. While we're doing that, for those of you that are joining us on Zoom or Facebook Live, great to have you with us. If you're watching the recording, just a little background here. Up and Moving is a program to help keep adults physically active during the pandemic and beyond. Physical activity is so important for our good physical and mental health, bolstering immune function, and even has protective benefits against severe illness from COVID-19. In other words, those adults who are more active and who've been infected with COVID-19, you're less likely to have to go to the hospital, be put on the ICU, etc. So we have a lot of good benefits of physical activity. Today, our 30-minute workout, we're going to go through some upper body movements, some lower body movements, focus a little bit on our trunk as well. So I'm excited for the workout. I think everybody's here ready to go, and let's get after it. So we're going to start here, just a couple of minutes, do some light stretching, and then we'll get into our workout for today. You'll see each, really the workout's broken into about 5 different circuits of about 4 minutes. So if you're ready, we'll start. Here we go. I've got my timer, so I'm just going to start with some shoulder rolls in the forward direction here. I'm going to move around the room and just survey the real estate, the landscape that I have here. Picture coffee tables, kids' toys, everything's out of the way here. For our students that are joining us in the textbooks, make sure you got a little bit of room here to move around. I'm going to go ahead and reverse direction on those shoulder rolls. Next, we're going to do a little twisting motion. So I'm just going to twist back and forth here. If you are just joining us, 3 things that you need, actually really 4, a broom, softer surface here in a little bit to do some things on the floor, yoga mat, towel, blanket, or carpet, a water bottle, and a good attitude and some enthusiasm here as we're warming up. Okay, next we're going to move into a little bit of knee hugs here. Reaching up, grabbing right below the knee. Along the way, I'll try to show you some ways to modify things. I know we have adults here really from 18 to 70 years of age joining us. We try to guide you through the workout today, but give you some modifications so you can adapt it to your ability levels, and also challenge you. So for example, here, if you can't quite lift your knee up this high, you can just do some light stepping. It's getting a little warm up here. All right, next we're going to move into some stretching the front part of our leg, our quadricep muscles here. Then go back and forth. I'm just reaching up and grabbing my foot. This is a little too much. A couple ways to modify it. You can grab the heel, and you can also just sort of kick up. Another way, as we're doing these, grab the wall. Around the room. Okay, stretching the front part of our legs here. Next, we have our famous up and moving called zombie kicks. These were created by one of our team members, Isaac Weedig. So give it a demonstration here. Hands out in front, kind of like Frankenstein. Just going to kick up here. And to make these little basic version, hands up, and you can just do little kicks. A little bit more flexible, you can get those legs up off the ground. Should feel a nice stretch in the back of that leg, that hamstring muscle group. And if you want to get the full Frankenstein, you can walk around the room here or a zombie. Try to incorporate these every upper moving workout. Again, today's workout, we're going to break these up into circuits here. After we get done our stretching, we're really going to work to get our heart rate up. All right, next one here. We got some, we're going to do a dancing bear looks at the moon here. So to start, I'm just going to tap my knees. Going to look up towards the sky, take my head back with my arms up. Okay. Do this for a little while. And then as you're ready, you go ahead and reach down and touch the floor. As you're coming up, touching the floor, you can give those knees a tap. You can feel a little hinging here at the waist, a little stretch on the front part of the stomach, chest reaching up. Couple more. Next, we're going to do a little jog in place here. And actually, you can do it around the room. So if you want to start with some walking, do a little bit of a jog here. If you want to do a lap around your kitchen, around that living room, you're out in the garage, wherever you are at home, do a couple laps. Let's make sure we switch up our direction here. Keep going. And yeah, switch up. So I was going counterclockwise. Now I'm going to go clockwise here. Give a little wave to those folks on Zoom. Switch up to a little bit of a figure 8 pattern here. We're just working on getting our heart rate up a little bit. Those legs, move those arms. Whatever real estate you have here. And let's finish up here with just about 15 seconds of a little bit more of a sprint here. So we're going, just going to move our arms, kind of like we're sprinting towards the finish line. We'll count it down here for you, 10, 9, a little faster if you can. I think we're on 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. Grab a quick drink if you need it. We got our first little stretching circuit done. Now we're going to get into our really our whole body circuit. I'm going to go through 4 different movements, and we'll take another quick water break if we need it. So while we're waiting here, I like to move around a little bit too. So just kind of walking around. A good little stretch you could do is if you wanted to reach across, grab that arm. Just waiting for folks to regroup here. We're going to get started in about 30 seconds. My other arm. Shoulder stretch. We're going to start with some jumping jacks here in about 10 seconds. We're going to go for a minute. So be sure to pace yourself. We'll roll right into 3 more exercises after that. So here we go. Okay, I'm going to start with modified version. Just putting a foot out like this. Make this a little harder. You can kick up your tempo. Okay, we're about 20 seconds in. You need more of a challenge. Go ahead and transition into the full jumping jack, just like you would see. Okay, I'm going to stick here doing the modified version. This is a little bit easier on the ankles, knees, and hips compared to this one here. Okay, so the theme of our workouts is pick the exercise that best challenges you and is in with your ability. Okay, last 10 seconds of our jumping jacks here. And going to the full ones, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going to do a tightrope here. Going to stand in the back of the room. Give you a wave. I'm gonna put my right leg in front of my left. I'm gonna make my heel touch my toe. And if you can, keep your arms out. I'm gonna turn to my right. Now I'm gonna go backwards. So we're making a T here. Make this a little harder. Bring those arms in. Get back to the center here. And now we're going to do this again. Go a little faster. Let's do it. If you can, arms out, bring them in to make it harder. You can even close an eye or two. You'll find that you're going to get a little bit more wobbly. So you can make it harder. Arms out, in, or close the eyes. Just challenging your ability to balance here. If you're closing those eyes, feel free to put your arms back out. Okay? Surprisingly, it's harder than it looks. Okay. Let's do one more. Let's do a little mini T here. So I'm going to take about 5 steps up. I'm going to go to the right. A couple more. I'm going to back up. Come back to the center of my T. And finish it out. All right, meet you back up here. Here we go. Next one, we're going to go side to side here. So I'm going to start on my left. Just going to do some shuffles. Okay? Back and forth. If you're looking for a little bit more advanced version, you can get more dynamic. If you're looking for a little bit easier version, just take some side steps here. Add a little flair to this. We have our college football season coming up. At the end of the season, they award the Heisman Trophy to kind of the top collegiate football player. We're going to do a little Heisman pose here by putting an arm out, lifting that inside knee, kind of putting a little bit on side to side movement here. Again, if you're looking for a challenge, you can really get over here. Big Heisman. Let's do a couple more each direction. These can also be small. Okay, last few here. Okay. Shake those arms out, shake those legs out. Gonna do some ladder climbing here, and then we'll take a break. One more exercise here. I'm just stepping in place, reaching those hands up above, pretend like I'm climbing a ladder here. Finish this out with 30 seconds of ladder climbing. If you want to move around the room, go right ahead. We're getting through our second circuit today. We had a stretching circuit. It's kind of our whole body movement circuit. Climbing that ladder. You want to get a little extra reach, a little hop, go right ahead. Finish this out here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll take a quick breather. Grab a drink if you need it. At any time, if you need to sit one out or take a little longer break, this is a home-based exercise, so really I'm guiding you today. Our Up and Moving team is serving as the guide, but you really know yourself the best. So if you need a little extra recovery, an extra drink, take a rest, you can jump back in at any time. So our next circuit, while I'm taking a quick rest here, is going to be a little more focused on some of our upper body muscles. We're going to go through another 4-minute circuit, our third circuit this morning here. We're going to start in about 10 seconds. It's not quite winter yet, but we're going to get ready for our ski season. So when we're ready, feet, nice athletic stance, about hip width apart, arms out in front. Bring them in a little closer here. We're going to do a ski motion. Think about crunching here, kind of hinging at the waist, hinging at the hips. Make this a little harder. You can come up on your toes, come down. Really extend those arms. You always up your tempo. You can go a little faster. Everybody's looking good. Every once in a while, you can give me a thumbs up. Okay, let's push it out here. Last 10 seconds. If you feel like you're doing a little baby crunch here, get ready. Next, we're going to go into some canoeing. So we're going to have to grab that broomstick if you can find it. I'm going to grab it here. Could be canoeing or stand-up paddleboarding. So just going to do some reaching. Some big strokes here. Kind of reaching out in front. Not so much this, but keeping that arm a little bit more straight and kind of coming down with a crunch. Alternatively, you can actually do some sweeping here. Sweeping counts as physical activity. If you're moving around, you're breathing a little harder, heart rate's coming up. Get back to our stand-up paddleboarding, or even if we're sitting here. Do some canoeing. Don't forget to switch to the other sides, of course. This is a great activity to do when you're watching TV during those commercials. Do a little sweeping, do a little canoeing. Okay. I think we're having such fun here. We're going to extend this just a little bit longer and finish up a little boxing, a little speedball movement. Always make your strokes here go a little faster. Don't forget side to side. If you really want to get the paddleboard experience, let's get you moving around the room. Get you set up to finish out your summer here on the water. Get you ready for winter. All right, let's finish up with some boxing here. Similar to our ladder climber, we're going to be moving our feet here just a little bit. And instead of reaching, we're going to do a speedball where you can see from the side here, kind of rotating our arms here. And every once in a while, we're going to give a little jab here. You can even step into it if you want. So you're moving your feet, moving your arms, step into it. Tap that speedball. Tapping that speedball. We're going to finish this out here with 15 seconds. Don't get ready to move around that room here. Should be breathing a little bit harder here to really get those arms moving. Pow. We'll keep those up. So last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, if you need a drink, you need to take a quick break. We'll reset here for a minute, then we'll get going into our next circuit. So first circuit today, just a reminder, we warmed up. We did a little stretching. Next one, we were doing some jumping jacks, walking the tightrope, moving around a little bit lower and whole body. We just finished our third circuit, doing some canoeing, some skiing, focus a little bit more with our boxing on our upper body muscles. Next one, we're going to focus even more and isolate some of those muscles in the stomach and the trunk. And going to do that for our fourth circuit here. If you have that mat, I'm going to get mine out here. In a little bit, we'll use that for that softer surface. We're going to get started here in about 15 seconds. Go ahead and shake out those arms, tap the front of the legs, back of the legs, tap that butt here. Butt muscles are important. Reaching down. Okay, here we go. We're going to go ahead and do some standing abs. So you can have your arms here, and we're going to go ahead and reach that opposite knee and opposite elbow. We're gonna do a little crunch. Kind of reaching across the body. If you can get that knee and that elbow, you're gonna feel a big crunch. You can get that knee up just a little bit and that elbow closer, that's okay too. Looking great, everybody. You want to move around the room and do these? Kind of a standing ab crunch here. Double check your form. Really think about crunching. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to meet you at the wall or at the couch here. We're going to do some mountain climbers. Most basic version. Just going to stand back here. I'm going to reach, bring my knee up to my chest. A little bit more advanced. Get on the couch or a chair. Anything you can kind of cantilever off through here. Looking for an even greater challenge, you can do these on the ground. I'll do a quick demo here. We're going for a minute, so pace yourself. If you're down here, almost like in a push-up, just bringing those knees up to the chest here. So keep it going here. We're over halfway through this one. I'm going to take another quick break. I'm going to show you finishing up here on the couch. You can do these off a countertop. If we can, let's finish it out here. Last 5 seconds. You can really drive those knees. 5, 4, 3, 2.5, 2, 1, and good. All right. Next, taking a little quick pause here. I'm going to meet you down on the ground. We're going to do some ankle touches here. If I can get in the camera. Okay. Hopefully you can see the camera where you're at. Going to go ahead and head down on the ground. You're going to have knees up. Feet just a little space between your butt and your heels. I'm going to take my right arm. I'm just going to reach over to the side and try to touch my right ankle or my right heel. Then I'm going to reach my arms up. I'm going to take my left arm. I'm going to reach over to that left ankle. Just going to repeat this. Reach up towards the sky. Take that right arm, reach over, touch that right leg, right ankle. Reach back up, left side, right side. Keep it going at your own pace here. We're going to go here for about another 30 seconds. Feel a little bit of a crunch. If you need to pause, take a quick break. If you're feeling good, kudos to you. Keep it up here. Keep it going. Count it down here. 10, 9, 8, 7. Reach up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more bonus one. Last one. Okay. Good feel. A little crunching going on the side, engaging those stomach muscles. We got one more exercise in this circuit. We did our standing ab crunch. We did our mountain climbers. Going to finish up with a plank here, 30 seconds on each side. So the basic version here, I just want your elbow up. Just going to kind of lift off here. And if you can, going to come up like this. You're just going to hold this in kind of a static position. Let's see if we can go here for 30 seconds. Clock is going. If this is a little too hard, you can take a break or you can come back down and just prop yourself up like this. You'll still feel those stomach muscles engaging, especially if we're doing it for 30 seconds here. Keep it going, everybody. We're over halfway. We'll count you down here. Hang in there, 5 seconds to go. And we'll flip sides. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a quick rest. Good work. Good work. One more to go here. Let's flip around. We're on the clock in 3, 2, 1. So if you can, up. This is a little too challenging. Just you can stay down here. Going for 30 seconds again. You got this, you got this. Remember to breathe. Sometimes I put my hand up here to balance. Doing great. After this one, we'll take a break here. Get through circuit number 4. Keep it up here. Home stretch. Last 5 seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.5, 1, and rest. Woo! Good work. Good work. We're going to finish up our last circuit as our cool down, our stretching circuit. So if you need some water, go ahead and grab it. While folks are getting water or resetting, I'll show you a quick stretch here for the front part of your stomach. If you're on the floor here, you can just come up on your forearms, kind of like in a cobra position. Excuse me, more of a ferret or a sphinx. And if you want to go up into the cobra, arms up. You feel a nice stretch right here, right here in the stomach. I'm going to transition into a little bit of a child's pose here, a yoga move. So I'm just going to put my arms out, sit back on my heels, drop my head. I like to just kind of oscillate side to side a little bit. A deep breath in. And slow breath out. One more. Deep breath in. Exhale. Meet you back in the center here. I'm going to go ahead and take my right leg, both legs straight, right leg cross it over here. I'm just going to kind of hug this. Just a little stretch here on the side of the leg, even maybe into the side of the butt. Just kind of hold this here. Good work today. We're targeting, every day if you can get about 20 minutes of movement in, that could be something like up and moving. It could be walking the dog, sweeping the floor, cleaning, gardening, chores outside, yard work. Could be for a weightlifting, a run, anything like that. We really try to get adults moving about 20 minutes per day, in addition to what you do for your job or with your kids. But that 20 minutes a day, we'll have switch sides here, is so important. It helps adults get to the daily and weekly recommendations for how much activity you should get each week. It comes down to about 20 minutes per day. If you miss a day, that's okay, or about 150 minutes per week. Of course, if somebody's not quite getting that, it's important to slowly build up to that over not just a few days, but several weeks and even a few months. But it's easily attainable, and a lot of the things that you do throughout the day count towards your daily and weekly physical activity. So kudos to you for doing up and moving. We got our 20 minutes in today, closer to 30. Finishing up with a few stretches here. And go ahead and take my legs, spread them apart just a little bit. Reach up with that left hand. And I'm just going to try to touch my, reach towards my left leg. If you can touch your toes, that's great. If you can grab your ankle, heel, whatever you need, that's looking for a little stretch here in the back of the leg. Just to remind you, as we're doing our stretching here, we do have our workouts several days a week, starting Monday at 5:30. That's focused a little bit more on a higher intensity workout, so it's going to be a little harder than today's workout. On Wednesdays, we have an easier workout over the lunch hour at 12 and 12:30. That's really the goal, is to take a break. We'll go ahead and switch sides here. Take a break from, if you're at your desk, at home, more of a movement break rather than a more structured workout. So we'll get you up and moving over your lunch hour. Thursday mornings is our aerobic exercise, agility, balance, footwork. That's at 9:30. And then Saturday is our Saturday surprise workout. We try to rotate through our instructors, give you a little bit different flavor every Saturday. So. Okay, next we're going to finish up here with a little bit of maybe two stretches. We go a little quad stretch here. So I'm just going to lean over to my left side, bring that right leg, bend it, and I'm just going to grab my foot here. Should feel a little stretch there. Finally, just remember that all of our workouts are recorded. They are archived on our website at upandmoving.org. To date, we have well over 150 workouts on there. And we're excited to keep this free program going for the community. Help us share this with others who might not be as active or need to stay active while they're at home, or just harder during the pandemic with things being limited hours and lots of people. Go ahead and switch sides. And we're trying to do our parts to help keep adults active during the pandemic and also beyond that as well. So we'll stretch here, and then I have one more stretch point, and we'll sign off and have a great Saturday morning, wherever you're tuning in from. And we'll stretch front part and just kind of holding this back. You can see this here. Okay, I'm going to meet you in the standing position here. Last thing we're going to do, I'm just going to shake out my arms, shake out my right leg, my left leg, do a little twisting here. Couple of shoulder rolls backwards and forwards. Shake it out again. I want you to finish up with a little rub on your hands like you're making a fire here. We're going to bang on our chest and do a little Tarzan. Rub those hands again. Give a clap. Great work, everybody. Hope to see you at our next workout. Stay healthy and take care. Bye-bye.